TK. How did we get here?
2 years ago we started writing.
Yeah. You know, this time around we did take a lot longer, because how do we beat the last record? We tried to think out the box this time around in terms of making things a little bit more progressive.
The main thing that we were sure about was that this album had to be a lot heavier. Progressive thing just developed, just like the songs developed. Somehow I got to work on Paul's ideas and came up with this stuff that ended up sounding a bit more interesting.
First studio album with John, and of course did the live album, but John and I went to Germany to work with Dennis Ward.
Dennis is just like such a professional, worked with so many great bands. He really knows his stuff in terms of getting the best from performances and also the actual drum sounds as well.
Getting a chance to go to Hofer, it was a phenomenal place. The sound was just spectacular.
The Sleeping Mountain. John is the quietest guy in the band, and he has a heart like an elephant.
Feels great to kind of put my stamp on the songs and playing lots of different styles, so it's really good for me.
The first time I heard John playing, I could hear he's got all the breaks down, you know, and so we wanted to have that on the album as well.
The ideas that he has are just right there.
John did just phenomenal, I think.
A lot's been said about Nicola already as a performer and a singer. His contribution to the band has just been unbelievable. It just gets better and better, and this time around was different from the perspective that I was able to actually write for him. So I'm really over the moon with what he's done. He's so easy to work with.
I think one thing that totally helped is that we toured together.
Yeah.
We hung out together. We did so many things together. So he really grew into the band now, and his voice has just become a trademark almost for Eden's Curse now. And he's just such a phenomenal singer, and he really brings the songs to life with his vocals. I think.
Some of the songs were really hard to sing because it was a hard pace. We recorded every day, and each day took us kind of a very long time to record songs because we wanted to sound the best as possible. It's gonna make the record even better. Sometimes feel like hope belongs.
And now we've got a fabulous new keyboard player. We've got a third string.
And that's another thing. The addition of Chris, our new keyboard player, who's a phenomenal keyboard player, and he brought a lot of technical things that helped a lot.
Well, I'm absolutely delighted to be in this band. I was really surprised when I got the email from Paul. I hadn't actually heard of the band before. As soon as I got the email, remember then putting some earphones on and going to look at their music videos and their live videos, and I was absolutely blown away.
Christian is from Finland. He's an awesome guy. He plays keyboard. He's a very good player. When we got back to tracks for the new recordings, it was kind of interesting. It was totally different than we expected, but in the same time it was very good. It just blew us away. It just had its place in the whole song, in the whole mix. And he eats a lot.
Christian's got some great ideas, really inventive keyboard parts, and a really good attitude, and seems a really great guy, so very happy to be in the band with him.
Yeah, it's been pretty intense working on the songs with Torsten. He has a very strong vision of the songs, and sometimes my vision was a little bit different, but we managed to compromise on almost everything. And they sound Eden's Curse, but they got a big part of me in them also.
The thing about Chris is, the first video that I saw, I was convinced right away that he's a great technical player. So I knew he was awesome, but we just needed to find out, can he contribute to the band? Can he contribute to the song? Which is not only shred, but it's playing for the song, and it's playing the right chords and using the right sounds and everything that goes along with it. and he did amazingly. You know, so he's just a great addition for the band.
I think you'll be seeing more solos live, and you'll be hearing more solos on the album. And I'm a pretty pompous dude, so you'll be hearing that also on the album. Big orchestras, choirs, strings and keyboard pads. Larger than life.
Always we have spiritual kind of references because of the band's name. It'll always be that way. So Cardinal for me, it actually came from the song The Great Pretender, the lyric in the chorus, a cardinal sin. And I thought that's a cool phrase, and I wondered, cardinal sin, I didn't think fitted very well with Symphony of Sin, Cardinal Sin.
Yeah.
I started to read into the word cardinal, and there's several meanings in terms of there's a little cardinal red bird, and then the colour, and of course the sin part was the main reason, and it fits in with what we've done before. And then came the concepts of the girls in red.
Having a new red guitar helped that idea as well.
That did, so without doubt. It's just another title, there's nothing mystical behind it, and we've deliberately built, if you see John's skins and the title at the bottom where it says Cardinal, the Roman numeral V, and a cool little logo for the 5th album, so there's a little link in there. This album, it stands head and shoulders with, and probably my eyes above, what we've done before. It's got some great songs which I know already in my bones are going to be Eden's Curse classics live.
I mean, I've loved every moment of working on this album. Every song's great, and they've all got their own really good points, and they're all quite different, quite diverse. Always with that Canadian's Curse style, very dynamic and great melodies, great songwriting.
I have to pay special attention to Thorsten because the job that he's done has been superb. I mean, he's really co-produced the record with me, which was a great help because he allowed me to take song ideas that would have normally just been bog standard, in my opinion, as typical Eden's Curse songs, and push them that little bit further and help all of us as players and musicians get the full potential out of the songs. And I think it really shows in the collection of music that we've created. I think when you sit back and go, wow, we did this, you know, this is, I think it's quite a major feat for us, and maybe it will put us into different categories musically, I don't know, but you know, I think our fans will love it, but I think it could open doors to other audiences for us.
It's a real joy to be in this band. Thanks to Paul and Pete and Thorsten, these songs got total different dimensions, so it's really great to see that little effort that I took to write some riffs, a little bit of melodies, and to see where it all just went from there with the help of the rest of the guys from the band.
We're known as Eden's Curse for writing some good melodies, you could say, you know. We're known for some good hook lines, so we can always come up with that. And this time I thought to take the band even one step higher is to get the technical thing into play, you know, lots of unison lines, which wasn't always easy.
Mostly I've been able to do whatever I want, and I've been happy in the results, and the songs sound awesome.
I think we were very motivated for this album. We always try to top ourselves with every album, you know, to try and get better and better. And this time it was really a challenge because Symphony of Sin has been such an amazing album, really, and we got so many great reviews. So it wasn't an easy task to get better on this one, but somehow we made it, I think.
Yeah.
This is really the best Eden's Curse album, I think.
Can't believe we've done 5 albums, it's amazing, isn't it? 10 years going like that.
Mind blowing, yeah, absolutely. Who would have thought?
Absolutely.
see